Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julie with JF Creek Freedom. Would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words that go out to the nations and kingdoms of the earth, to root out and pull down, destroy and throw down, or to build and to plant. Okay, so he is gonna talk about the party and what happened. So it's been years since I got a hug from Stefan, but yesterday, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, I was in a corner meeting someone new and talking to Max's brother, and then it was time for Stefan to leave, so it's an Austrian thing. They go around the whole place and say bye to everyone. I'm usually doing a different type of goodbye, which is like slipping out. They have a joke for that. They call it like an Italian goodbye or something. That's not their name, but anyway, I usually slip out. But he was going around and I was in that corner. And he started giving a hug, like an actual hug with one arm to these people, which he usually doesn't touch people at all. So I just stood and waited for my hug, and that did happen. And then we talked a little bit. So that is what happened. So if you've kept up with the channel, I'm glad that we finally changed the Nazi style hug to something else between us. That's good. Um, so he's referencing that. So he said, perfect sweetheart, waiting for his cute little A to turn in. Boom, bruh. The sweet little interaction she'd been waiting for. And here he looked at me. We know, doll. Waiting time of the century, dude. Faha. But do she not know it, deep as hell down, man, that she'd sit here sadly waiting for my instruction like I saw a dog sitting in the dark. A dog, man, even though she more of a cat lady type person, man. That right, bro. Keeping her hands off them dog taggery thingies. For now, man, for 'cause the Satanos is a circlin', man, around hey. Well, house, dude. So nah, man. Can't bring herself to buy no. Well, target for the enemy, too. Told her, dog. We told her loud and clear, man. They might want to pop they satanic boots right into hay cats. That right, though. Always mean, ain't they, bruh? Even to yo little. Saw him, man. Yo sweet little poochie. And as much as she agree with ya. Back, dude. You need to stay back and down, dude, from showing them your precious, well, items, man. 'Cause that's all these sickos like think of it as, man. Versus no, well, living creature, dude. And yeah, dog, you're not the only one who been targeted in that. See ya, man. We see ya loud and loves yo channel, bro. Just feels sorta bad about it, man, that she mentioning yo. In pastimes, bruh. Although from hey English teacher perspective, she thought, dude, it'd be about necessary as F content wise to go ahead and mention yo. So no, dog. Not trying to. Well, make no extra connections with no blokes, dude. She fairly serious about that one, folks. Although, hard, dude. It getting real hard for her to wait for some camaraderie, man, that it seemingly taken a lifetime for her to, well, have in her own home, folks. Truly, dog, the lady thought her mano of the hour, way back when, man, was just about head over. Therefore she thought, yep, folks, got me one, man. A sweet little dinglebat of a man who would follow her around like, I saw Max panting with a tongue out. Yeah, girl, you all I ever. Close, dog. She were close to correct on all that. But, well, bodies do that change and do too. Well, labor folks, that end up affecting everything except. Still, dog, it's still a very invasive process for they. And the skin-o on the belly-o got stretched out, dude, in the worst as hell. And the Maxo couldn't handle it, bruh, that things had changed with his beautiful. Still pretty man, just different, bruh, than his porno-y imaginings affordin' him for all these. Told her, dog. He told her he stopped looking, folks, so he can, like, convince her, bruh, that he really into hay. Chest of a lifetime, bruh, and one that you ought to get used to, bruh, if you wanna be to freedom with your wives. 'Cause we, like, told her, dudes, that a man only supposed to see one, and a lady only supposed to see one. That right, chick. 1D for your whole. We know, folks. Us crazy sounding holy ones up here, man. Telling you little kiddos what to. Don't mind me, man. Don't mind. Just some advice, bruh, if you want to actually be satisfied with yo. So, dog, back to that. Where the uncles in town was sittin' quietly, dog. She sat quietly down next to an old uncle who, well, makes stuff, bruh, with his own. That right, dog. The only lady in town, bruh, who wanna just sit with an old dude and hear what he craftin' up lately, folks. Which is a cool little 3D reader for blind folks, man. And she talked, well, taxes in Africa, man, although it were above her pay grade in German folks. To be discussin' no taxes, bruh. She were discussin' some taxification stuffery with his German. Still, dog, she still don't even know where half the family's, well, from, dude. Which was also part of hey, table talk, dude, in front of all of they. Yeah, bro, she getting it down, dude. What these people really, well, wanna hear, folks. Versus no. Yeah, chick, my marriage going. So you're right, dog. Was her in past. But did she not, dude? She did, man. Indicate to that very cousin, bro. Of his, man, I might. That everything fine with they. Yeah, bro, we know, dog. Lie and a half, folks, that she using to convince herself. I was looking up. Someday, Lord, someday you gonna fix all this shiza for my. And I won't have to lie to they. 1 ounce, dude, 'cause I'm actually gonna love my. That's right, dog. This a love story, man. That starting with phileo, bruh, and not that agape. Scared, dude. She get real scared at times, bruh, of being loved like. And yeah, bruh, a little hand holding for her, making her, well, tittery, dude, and the cutest as hell. A desert, bro. She in a real desert for affection, dude. He pointed at Stefan. So even a little piano playing from his slim little self, making her. Side note, Stefan did play the keyboard at the family party this year, which was something I'd never seen before. We usually sing with the hymns, the old hymns in German with just the books. So I saw myself dry heaving. Well, yeah, no, that. Both, dude. She getting both a visual and the same words at the same. Oh, don't be jealous, dog. This about the worst hell scenario on this earth a lady can find herself in, man. Where the lados like I saw them like this and looking away from me. Nope, chick, you just not my. And I saw a dude gazing with wide eyes at my chest. And the dudo's like, yep, boys, I want to take that little lady out for. One time, though, we told her that's all they really. Otherwise, she'd be tempted to think a dog that they want more to do with hay. Then they really like indicating usually dog, as they eyes flicker down to hay. In control, dog. He got himself in. Side note, I wore something very modest to the party. And in that sense, boys, well, he the perfect man, dog, to show her that she's more than just a bag of fun, dude, in the worst as hell. Boundaries, bro. We created some boundaries for all this lovey-dovey stuff, dude. That ought to be like honored, man, before my. He meant his throne. Oh, you gonna stand there one day, man, and claim that you didn't see her pain, dude. They gonna claim they couldn't see. And depending on their attitude, dog, they gonna get swoop off to somewhere, bruh, if you catch my. Oh, she a catalyst in this town, bruh. And the rock that some of 'em gon' well crack they neck on, miss, if you don't start missing the point on all this. Trickin' you, doll. We trickin' you a little bit, hun, on all this jewelry or stuff, mun, till you start seein'. Oh, she gon' break forth, dude, in the simplest of all. Ciao, ciao, dear ones, and until next. All right, there's some food for thought for you today. Thank you for any prayers through Christmas. We'll be out of town on Friday, so there's some food for thought for you today. And remember, God turns darkness into light. Ciao.